If you're a gamer who grew up with a computer in the 80s, then it's pretty much guaranteed that Bionic Commando played some part in your childhood. Contrary to what American internet nostalgia would have you believe though, most of us Brits didn't grow up with a NES version. Nope, we were weaned on the Spectrum, Amstrad and Commodore 64 ports of the teeth-grinding, pube-pulling, fist-clenching, hard-as-nails arcade version. You may think you're hard-beating Mahal in Call of Duty 4 and Veteran Milado, but that's a walk in the park compared to the original 8-bit Bionic Commando. And we loved every minute of it. Not that I'm saying the most excellent NES version was Easy Mind. That was also responsible for many a busted joypad too, as was the awesome Xbox Live Arcade and PSN remake from last year. Fast forward to 2009 where we have the official sequel to the NES Bionic Commando, which is also called Bionic Commando for some reason. Only Capcom could get away with giving 3 completely different games the exact same name. Still, could have been worse, and we could be playing Bionic Commando Turbo Hyper Generation X Edition. Anyhow, I digress. You play as Nathan Raj Spencer, the hero of the original game. Despite his ginger Trustafarian hair and laughingly 80s nickname, no one would dare mock the man for fear of a backhand from his mighty bionic appendage. In the years since his NES adventure, the world has somehow taken a disliking to people with bionic arms, and old Rad is about to be executed for his war crimes, despite the fact he saved the world from an evil army trying to resurrect Mr. Bronson from Grange Hill. But as luck and plot device would have it, terrorists attack on the day of his execution, and Nath is spared the chair in return for helping rid the world of villainy once more. How very Jack Bauer. The first thing that's apparent with Bionic Commando is how much Nathan loves to use his appendage to fly around Ascension City. So the obvious assumption would be, oh, it's another blooming Spider-Man clone, isn't it? And we don't mean Ben Reilly, true believers. Luckily, it couldn't be further from the truth. Capcom have been sneaky beggars and not giving you the luxury of just roaming anywhere with zero consequences. No. Having an organ that weighs several £100 doesn't exactly make good bedfellows with water. So the skill in the game is keeping away from the ground and always having one eye on the next available object to help you progress through the game. Also while avoiding the barrage of enemy gunfire. Sounds tricky, but once you master your bionic arm and get the hang of the inertia of flinging yourself around levels, there's a great feeling of power to be had. Your mechanical mitt also has a few other features under its hood, like introducing enemies to your Doc Martens with a nifty zip kick, the sheer sadistic joy of using it to pick up cars and crates and flick them at enemies. Or if there's no vehicles at hand, just fling enemies at enemies. It never gets old. From finding an all-new weapon to take the enemies on, to conveniently remembering a tactic you learnt in training, the game never lets up in intensity. Should you ever get a little lonely in single player, there's plenty of entertainment to be had with its online multiplayer mode. The simple joy of being able to swing around arenas and tactically use your arm to quickly escape can make a normal deathmatch game feel quite refreshing. You can even use a lot of the tactics from single player, such as zip kicking and the death from above to annihilate your opponents. Retro nostalgia and 80s remakes seem to be a bit flavour of the month at the moment, but Capcom's classic game series are definitely right for this kind of treatment. Whether you're a rose-tinted retro head or a new school next-gen gamer, Bionic Commando is a modernised blast from the past and something that any arcade adventure fan should get stuck right into. In fact, it's well worth taking out Bionic Commando for a swing. Yeah, I'll give him a cut.